was thinking, well, we've got a long time left. Is this going to be the last time? Apple. Apple. That's something I never thought I was even capable of doing. We need to go out and we need to celebrate. The video clips you just saw were from earlier this morning. We slept like babies last night. We had a fantastic sleep and it was wonderful. So I had high hopes that today would be better. I was wrong. We are most definitely not in the clear yet. We still have a long road to recovery ahead. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch last week's vlog because I explain more about it there. And I'm going to give an update and explain more of what we've discovered since then later this week. I'm going to vlog throughout the week because I honestly just don't know what to expect. Yeah, I was going to give you an update today, but my voice is not strong enough. I've been trying not to talk too much because I just need to let my voice rest a little bit. And I can't be gone for too long because Zach is at home with the stomach bug with 2 other kids who are also sick with the stomach bug. I don't want to leave him at home longer than I need to, but somebody needed to go and grab some groceries today because we are running low. I am the healthiest person in the house right now, so that duty falls on me, which honestly I don't mind because this is the second time I have left the house in the last 9 days. The other time I left the house was when I vlogged last week and all I did was run errands. I consider this opportunity to go grocery shopping a blessing. Anyway, it is a Monday afternoon. I'm about to go grocery shopping. I just realized that our reusable grocery bags, I left them at home. They're in the van. I normally take the van with all the kids to go grocery shopping. I'm by myself this time, so I didn't take the van, so I don't have the grocery bags. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Let's go grocery shopping. Okay, you can join me for a little grocery haul. One child is having a moment of TV time, another child is taking a much needed nap. Groceries are so expensive. I could not believe my 4 bags of groceries cost me almost $300. I did pick up like some medicine and a couple other things, but like $300? That's insane. In Canada, things are really expensive. Anyway, flour. I've got 2 bags of those actually because I've been doing lots of baking, like bread baking and baking in general. Pretzels, snacks that are good to munch on when you're not feeling well. Pretzel, you'd like one? Speaking of not feeling well, I also got some soda crackers. These are the kids' favorite. I don't know why. When I was in my first trimester, I had a box of these and they ate most of them because they love these. So this is a great one for them to be munching on right now. Coffee, cheese, sandwich meat. We've been eating a lot of sandwiches. Some granola bars, butter. Picked up 2 different kinds of medicine. We've been using the Stodol. It covers a wide range of symptoms, but the biggest thing with this cold has been coughing. So I picked up a cough syrup as well. This one's specifically for cough. Picked up some burger buns and some sub bun juice. Juice. Which one? Orange or apple? Apple. Apple is your favorite. Apple.
Apple.
Apple. Juice. Apple. juice.
What?
Apple juice. Whenever William comes up to me with this cup and points to the fridge, it's because he wants apple juice, but we've run out, so I bought some more for him. Ketchup. Ketchup, milk, cream, honey. We have found honey to be very effective for helping with coughs. Lettuce, coleslaw mix, grapes, cucumber, bananas, berries, and last but not least, we got some essential oil. I like to use lemon on our dryer balls when I do our laundry. This is what just makes it smell nice. And I cannot stand the smell of peppermint right now, so lemon has been my go-to. And all of that cost me $300. That is insane. Okay, let's put these groceries away. Much to our surprise, everyone seems to be doing really well today. And I am so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm still nasally, but I'm feeling worlds better. We've had a really normal morning and things have just been going really well. So I think we are seeing the end of it. We're not going out anywhere yet. We're not going to risk that yet. Because the last thing I want is to make somebody else have to go through what we just went through. So here's what we've realized. This is the conclusion we've come to. 2 bugs went through our home. A cold and a stomach bug. Over the course of the last 10 days, we have all had both sicknesses. Some of us started with the stomach bug and then got the cold, like myself. Some of us started with the cold, then got the stomach bug. Some of us were totally fine for a few days and then suddenly got slammed with both at the same time. But I think we're nearing the end. Both sicknesses have kind of run their course at this point. It is one thing to watch your older kids go through this. Like, it sucks and it's so sad and you want to just... You feel so helpless because you want to help them and you want them to feel better and you want to take away their pain and discomfort, but you can't. But to watch your babies go through it for the first time is extra heartbreaking because they have no idea what's going on. This is a really weird stomach bug because it came with no fever, thankfully. Praise the Lord. But it's not one of those quick 24-hour things either. Like, it lasts 4 or 5 days, if not longer. And it seems to be that the 1st, 3rd, and 4th days are the worst. Today is day 3, so I'm just kind of waiting around, expecting him to not feel well or for something to go wrong, or I don't know. I'm just kind of on edge today, waiting for something to happen, but so far he seems fine. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know if we're through this. I don't want to be that optimistic yet because every time I've been that optimistic, it gets worse. This is just how it is with kids and sicknesses. It's either everybody gets sick all at once and you're trying to take care of sick kids while being sick yourself, or it just runs really slowly through your family and it's just like one by one people start dropping like flies. And it's so drawn out. But to have 2 sicknesses run through your house at the same time, that's new. That hasn't happened yet. Now we've been there. We've done that. Hopefully we don't have to do it again for a long time. Zach was saying we need to go out and we need to celebrate once we're all feeling better because we have been just so stuck at home for so long. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I know everybody's sick and tired of hearing Delilah talk about how sick they are. We're getting through it. We're almost done. We're going to put it behind us.
This was nice.
Okay, when can I open my eyes?
Okay, now. Oh, look.
Wow! That's so cool. Wow, guys. One lovely part about being home these last number of days and being forced to be at home these last number of days is I've gotten a lot of tasks done on my general to-do list that I've been meaning to do all winter. I've been doing some sourdough recipe testing. I have made sourdough English muffins. They were a huge hit. I also tested a sourdough sandwich loaf recipe, and it is so good. My family doesn't really love classic sourdough loaves. I love them. The rest of my family does not. I've been wanting to find a good sourdough bread recipe that my family would love and enjoy, that I would be able to make on a more regular basis, and hopefully stop buying bread from the store, or at least buy a lot less bread from the store. I am so happy with this recipe. It's a recipe from my sister-in-law who got it from a friend, so it's not a recipe I can link, but maybe I can make a blog post on it with her permission. This is my second time making it actually, and the bread is so soft and so fluffy. It looks like store-bought sandwich bread. I baked this a few days ago. It's starting to get a little bit dry at this point, but like, doesn't that look exactly like normal bread from the store? I used this bread on my panini sandwich for lunch today actually, and it was just so good. I also managed to deep clean the bathrooms, which was not an easy job. I also did some garden planning, and I've just been spending more time in the kitchen, and that part has been really nice. It looks really questionable at this stage, but after a couple of hours of rising, it's good.
Oh, just for me and Mommy.
Mom, those are not for you.
Of course they are.
Oh no, they're for us. No, they're for us.
Are you sure? Zach just ran out to get some material so he can work on the kids' closet. That's been a project that has taken the back burner for the last couple of weeks, but we're back at it. All day he just wants to sit in our laps. Like, he wants to play, but he wants to play in our laps, or he wants to be held. But he seems to be doing really good, so praying we are maybe through this, or at least getting through this. My bread is ready to go in the oven. Look how nice and puffy it looks. So in about 40 minutes, 35 minutes probably, this is going to be ready, and we'll have 2 loaves of freshly baked bread. Can you say daddy?
Daddy.
Oh, mommy.
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 Should we make some crackers and cheese? Cheese. Hey William, what you wearing?
Ooh, yeah, look at that here. Mom and Dad's house.
Oh, are you gonna help me? Hello.
Why would go in the mall?
Look who got out of the house. Woohoo!
We're alive.
We're alive. The kids are thrilled. They're just really quiet right now. We weren't planning on leaving the house yet, but William's been 100% fine. We're all feeling so much better. They're trying to plan out where they're gonna go first. We're at the thrift store. I need to look for fabrics and stuff because this time at home has given me some time to work on sewing projects. We're just getting out, going places. We don't want to be in direct contact with anybody quite yet, but to get out of the house was necessary at this point. Woohoo!
Wanna go to the toys?
It's been a little while since I've done a thrift haul. It's been a little while since I've been thrifting in general, and honestly, The last number of times I've gone, I've found nothing. Since starting homeschool, we haven't been out nearly as much, which isn't a bad thing because it means I've been spending a lot less money. First things first, I picked up this wooden frame. It is falling apart just a little bit, so it's gonna need a little bit of love to fix it back up. That was only $2. I picked up a puzzle. I have no idea if all the pieces are in here or not, but it looks in good condition and like it looks pretty full, so we'll see. I found a couple of fabrics. I love this green like checker or plaid or whatever you want to call it. It is beautiful. I picture this as like a Roman shade in the boys' room or like pillowcases. Like this is so nice. And then I picked up this like daisy checkered one. Again, I thought this would be so cute as like pillowcases for Eloise's room. And each of those were only like $4, I think. Then I found a few baskets. I use these all the time for their toys and rotating toys. It's always good to have a number of baskets on hand. Then I found a nursing cover, a nice linen nursing cover. I've never had one of these with the wire in them. I've always just used like a blanket or whatever I had on hand. When you're nursing a newborn, you kind of need both hands and you kind of need to be able to see what you're doing. And so this I think is just gonna be really nice. And this was only $3. And then last but not least, I picked up another laundry basket. I use these all the time. I always feel like I'm running out of laundry baskets. So whenever I see these, I scooped them up. And that's what we picked up from the thrift store. We also went out and grabbed some lunch, and now we are going to pick up where we left off on homeschooling. Are you ready? 10:40. This week is a very significant week in our homeschooling curriculum, in our homeschooling year, because two reasons. This is the last week of the 3rd unit in the Burrows and Holes series that we've been doing, and then we move on to the last unit, which means that our homeschooling year is 3/4 of the way done. And today is also very significant because we just completed the very last lesson of Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. We've been doing this really slowly ever since summertime. We've been doing like 2 or 3 lessons a week instead of doing a lesson every single day, because doing it alongside her other curriculum was a lot to take in all at once. And it's been really good because a lot of what she's learned kind of in here went hand in hand with the curriculum and what she was learning in there. We started off with some letter sounds, slowly worked our way up to some short words. All the way up till now, she's reading stories like this. Like, I am so proud of her and how far she's come. She has come such a long way in this last year, and proud of myself too for having taught my child how to read. That's something I never thought I was even capable of doing, but it was such a cool experience and really memorable and special to be able to teach my child how to read. So oh, this stuff smells amazing, but very strongly of garlic. I'm trying a new recipe. This Mojo braised pulled pork from the Joshua Wiseman cookbook. It smells incredible, but we are gonna smell so strongly of garlic after this. Anyway, we've come a long ways with our homeschooling journey this year, and it's crazy to think that it's actually coming to an end at this point. Like, we're already starting to think about summer, we're starting to think about year end, we're starting to think about next year and what that's gonna look like, if we're gonna continue with this curriculum, if we want to do something else. I'm going to do some curriculum research. We're going to be doing some more with Theo next year as well, because he'll be in like preschool. We've come a long way in this last year, and it's been really good. Did you see that? That was like the 2nd time he's nursed in the last 4-ish days. We are really coming to a close on the whole nursing thing. It was only weeks ago he was up multiple times throughout the night to nurse. He was wanting to nurse before bed, and then also, oh, good morning. Hi. You got yourself dressed and everything? Hi. Yeah, it was only a couple weeks ago William was nursing quite frequently, asking for it quite frequently, like asking for it throughout the day, wanting it throughout the night. And I was thinking, well, we've got a long time left in our nursing journey, and I was in no rush to wean him yet. I just let him take full lead. And now all of a sudden he started sleeping through the night. He slept through the night at least 4 times in a row now, I think. All of a sudden he didn't want to nurse before bed anymore. When I would sit down to nurse him, as we always do, he would fight me and he would go and get a book instead. He'd rather me just sit and read him a book instead of nurse him. I was like, okay, so we're dropping this feed now. Throughout the day, he doesn't ask anymore. He's been sleeping through the night. The last
Mom,
like...
Will's awake now.
Yeah.
I hear him.
Should we go get him?
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm surprised that he let me nurse him this morning and that he did go back down. He didn't fall back asleep, obviously, because he's awake now, but I don't know. Good morning.
We'll sit there now.
Yeah, we will.
And take this down.
Every morning he puts his soother away and he grabs his water out of his bed. Like, that's his routine. And if he sees a soother on the floor, he has to fix it, right?
Mommy, let's make some lunch now.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Okay, so are we having eggs? Are we having pancakes?
Pancakes.
Mm.
Pancakes for
Pancakes?
dinner.
Yeah?
Now, this one.
No.
I'm having.
You want that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. It's wonderful to sleep through the night for the first time in 1.5 years. But it feels like the end of an era. Like, he's growing up and he's getting so much bigger and such a big milestone to reach, and I don't think I'm ready for it yet. I let him take the lead completely on this. I never encouraged him to stop. I never tried replacing like a nursing session with anything. I let him take the lead, and completely on his own he started sleeping through the night and he started dropping feeds, and he's telling me that he's pretty much done. And so at this point, I don't know, every time I nurse him I wonder, is this going to be the last time that we nurse? So the fact that he let me nurse him this morning was really nice. You're done? No, you're not. Look at that.